Good evening, Sammy here for our tarot astrology reading. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Tuesday. And the moon has just moved into Libra, so that's part of what... Hi, my love, welcome. So part of what we're going to talk about today is the moon in Libra and a bit more. And then we'll pull a few cards for tonight. But before that, why don't we get really grounded and take 3 nice, long, deep breaths in and out, and then we'll chant Om together 3 times. And on these breaths, we'll inhale for 4, hold it in for 4, exhale for 4, hold it out for 4, and we'll do that 3 times. So, let's begin. Oh, and if you're wondering what the shirt says, why blend in when you were born to stand out? And these will be available shortly online, but enough of that. Let's meditate together. Thank you for being here and for meditating with me. Well, we are freshly arrived in that Libra moon time of the month. And Libra moon is always a delightful time of the month. After Virgo moon, you might have experienced the last few days a lot of taking care of business, a lot of careful actions, and being very grounded and concrete and sensual, organizing, arranging your environment or your life, planning, things like that. And now that we are in Libra moon for a few days, it's kind of a breath of fresh air. There's a lightness and a dreaminess to it. And what Libra really thrives in is in our ability to empathize and connect with others. And Libra is all about give and take, listening, fully listening to another, and then reflecting and sharing with others, and then really taking in how they reflect us back to ourselves. So it's a lot about that one-on-one personal interaction, finding joy in that, learning through that, and finding ways of creating greater balance and beauty and fairness through those kinds of really genuine, present, intimate connections that we have. And also it's a great time for letting ourselves dream, letting ourselves imagine and journal and gaze at the sky, at birds, butterflies. So giving yourself some time and space to to be with your thoughts, to journal them, to let your mind be clear. It's a perfect time of the month for that, the next couple of days. And the moon will be is sort of opposite Mars in Aries, and will be even more opposite Mars in Aries tomorrow, Wednesday. Tomorrow's the 10th or the 9th? I'll get back to you on that one. But on Wednesday, so there will be the potential for, if you feel anything coming up in terms of taking bold actions, bringing up a lot of emotion, we can always just tap into what's happening with the trines going on. Tomorrow's the 9th. Thank you. So on tomorrow, Wednesday, the 9th, there's a harmonious aspect with Mercury and the Sun, and that harmonious aspect is happening both with Mars and Aries. There's the trine, and then there's a sextile with the moon in Libra. So it's all about, communicating from our center. Anytime any confusion, tension, hesitation comes up, just take a moment, take a breath, remember who you are, and then do your best to share honestly from that place and to listen. So that's what's coming up tomorrow. Now why don't we pull a few cards? Gonna shuffle here. Can you see? And we are also only 5 days away from our new moon, which is very exciting. The new moon on the 14th. So if you have things that you're looking to start, changes you want to make, things that you'd like to plan, because it's the new moon in Sagittarius. So if there's anywhere you want to go, anything you want to learn, things you want to communicate, maybe by your words or by your writing, it is a great time to do that on the 14th and the days before and after that, and to come up with plans that you're excited about. I'll talk more about the new moon in the upcoming days. Oh, let's cut the deck. Okay. One, two, and three. Our first card, the Three of Cups. How lovely. So the Three of Cups, you see there's 3 people here and they are celebrating together. It's a card of rejoicing and togetherness and joy, emotional fulfillment and connection. So having the moon in Libra, I know we're talking about that 1-in-1 thing, but it really is about harmonious connection with those around us. And you see here that there's actually one of these witches. She has butterflies in her hair. They're standing in a beautiful field, and it looks like there's tents around them. So a homey sort of environment. So yeah, all about, this is what the next couple of days, tonight, Tuesday night, Wednesday into Thursday, is all about creating harmony through togetherness and appreciating and loving the people around us and really listening to them and enjoying what we can create through that celebration, and finding the reasons to celebrate that we have. Our second card, the Knight of Wands. A fiery knight, a bold knight, riding fast and in the direction of their passion And that's a lot of, the sun and Mercury in Sagittarius season, that's what it's all about. And Mars in Aries, that's what it's all about. So just keep going forward. Just remember the things that you are most passionate about and find ways to keep focused on them. Of course, taking time to celebrate and enjoy in between gallops. And our third card for tonight, the Three of Swords. So if you see this card here, it's a heart, and there are 3 swords cutting into it, and there's rain falling. And swords are the suit of thought, so this does have to do with ideas that hurt us or pain us, but it is definitely a card of pain and of heartbreak. It's also a card of healing, and it just an acknowledgement of pain. So if you are experiencing pain, if you have certain recurring thoughts, or if you've just been wounded by certain communications, by words, well, maybe it's time to just be feeling that pain and know that it will pass. With the moon in Libra, that is an air sign, so the next couple of days it might be a really good time to find comfort and healing through interactions with people who help you feel balanced and help you find beauty. But we all experience this at times. It's normal. It's sad, but it's a normal part of life that we all have to go through, unfortunately, and feel that pain. But remember, you're not alone. And just as we have 3 swords here, we also have 3 cups. So we have 2 illustrations of that number 3. So if you're feeling this way, remember there are people you can turn to, and if you're having trouble thinking of who those people might be, you could definitely message me anytime and I will be one of those people for you. There are people who are out there and maybe very nearby to share love with, and to remember that there's a lot to celebrate, and that will help with the heartbreak and the pain. And then another thing that will help with the heartbreak and the pain is that remembrance of the things that excite us and the things that we are passionate about running towards and taking actions towards. And all of that is a very reflective reading of what's going on astrologically, because Libra is that time of togetherness, and at the same time we also have Venus in Scorpio, so that's love and water. We've got the Sun and Mercury and Mars and fire signs, all about taking action and communicating with others about the things that make us passionate and make us who we are. And then we have, again, the moon in Libra, that emphasis on communication, on thoughts and words, and also, one way that Libras handle their pain, they're very good with words, so writing is one great way, and then also speaking and sharing, and then finally beautifying the environment and interacting with nature. So it could be watching the sky, meditating with plants, or watching animals, if you could spend time with animals, things like that. But there you have it, my friends, dear starlings and earthlings and all of us out here. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope that reading resonated with you. And as always, you can feel free to contact me if you'd like to share anything or have a more personal reading. I look forward to hearing from you and connecting with you. And you can connect with me here on Instagram, or if you're watching this on YouTube, Sammy Tarot. You can message me, and it's Sammy, SAMI, readings at gmail.com. And finally, there is also the poetry book on Kindle. You could look it up. It's called Where We're Always All Right, and you could find it under my name, Sammy Frias, SAMI FRIAS. So there you have it. Let's take a nice deep breath together and close out with one last Om for tonight. Thanks for being here. Have a beautiful evening.